Okay, morning guys. A quick update of how we're getting on with the front room, the sitting room, which is now going to be the TV room. The plasterboard is going on the walls now, and in the recesses we've actually used sound insulation plasterboard. The chimney breast is obviously being left, we're not putting anything on there because this brick here will be taken out up to about here, so we can put the wood burner in there. I've just taken off the window sills, the UPVC window sills, and as you can see, if we can get close up, just look at that inside there, it's full of cobwebs and old insulation. Well, that's all coming out and we'll put the new insulation in there, so while we're at this stage we might as well do everything we can to make sure that the house is nice and warm and airtight. Again, very lucky with the wood. The wood, although you can see it's splintered a little bit here, that's nothing, that's just the windowsill coming off. The wood in itself is in really good condition, but we're not going to actually put UPVC windowsill on there. We're going to buy one huge piece of MDF and we're going to make the whole windowsill out of one piece, so that we'll never have the issue of, I don't know if any of you know, when you put your windowsills on, you always get, where this is, you always get the two pieces coming apart. So if that's all in one, that should eradicate that problem. So what we've got over here is the UPVC windowsills, and we're going to use those as a template when we lie them down on the MDF. We'll draw around there, cut the shape out with the jigsaw and place that onto the windowsill, and that should be a good job then. The other thing that we have to do actually, because the fire is over 5 kilowatts, the wood burner, then by law you need to make sure you've got an air vent in, so we're going to put an air vent into here. I think the legislation at the moment is that once it's over 5 kilowatts it's a legal requirement. So for instance, if you have a 6 kilowatt wood burner, you have to have an air vent the size of a 50p piece. If it's a 7 kilowatts, it's the size of two 50p pieces. But to stop all the messing and everything, just to make it look neater, we're going to take a full brick out and we're going to put one of those brick, I forgot the name of them, the brick, hang on, I'm having a senior moment, give me a minute. I can't think of it. I can't think of the I can't think of the name. They're made of plastic, they go over where the brick is, like a grill. Let's call it a grill. For want of a better word, we're going to call it a grill. We're going to put a grill over there, and we're going to get one of those that you can turn, slide on and off, and that'll be used for, you know, when we don't have the fire, obviously we can keep that closed. When we light the fire, we can open that again, so we've got that legal requirement of the air circulation in the room. So that's about it, guys. We've had the fan going in here just to, because it's so hot. I don't know what it's like where you are, the weather, but it's really, really hot here in Manchester. Something that most Mancunians have never said in their life. And again, the ceiling hasn't been done yet, but we're going to put the ceiling up last because we're going to do some insulation in that just while we're at this stage, and because insulation is so cheap, we might as well just do it while we're here, and that's what that is. I'll just take you through here into the back room, which was absolutely pristine before. It's now become a dumping ground for everything from the front room. But the good news is that the TV has arrived. We've gone for a Toshiba, and it is a large telly, and it's larger than we've ever had, or we would have had, but because we want to use that room solely to watch movies in, and the new extension room will be more of a sitting room come library sort of room for our books and that, we decided to go for a bigger telly. You can get them a lot bigger than this, but then you're talking thousands of pounds, and I'm not prepared to pay that just to watch a movie. I'd go to the cinema before I paid that. But this is a good compromise, and it was in Amazon, and it was on the Amazon Prime specials, and I think we got it for $6.49, and it's a 65-inch Ultra HD, Dolby Vision, blah blah blah, whatever else it says. LED backlit TV. And we've had Toshiba before and they were very good telly, so that's good enough for us anyway. So that's taken up all the room in here. The fire in here is going to be very similar to the fire that we do in there, only we haven't been as lucky. I'm going to try and do this to show you. We haven't been as lucky. If you see the fireplace there, we found those lovely double brick arch. Well, this room doesn't have that. Lucky find. Blech, find. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to put a lintel in there, keep it streamlined. We've took the twig lights, the woodland twig lights down from here because they're going to go into the new extension room, which is going to have a more traditional feel. As this is going to be the movie room now, we've ordered some wall washers which are dimmable, and I might put a link on. They're from Amazon again. I don't know I'd do if I didn't have Amazon. And those sort of wash the wall upwards, the light shines up and down. And they should look really nice in there when you have the movies on. And we've done a lot of research about where to put the TV because it's actually a face in the window. I think a long time ago when people had other kinds of TVs, I think plasma in particular, it was recommended that you didn't have them facing windows because of the shine and the glare, etc. But with these ones now, it says that that's fine. You know, that you shouldn't suffer with that sort of a problem of the glaring of the window. But also because we're having the plantation shutters up at that window, they can always be pulled closed when we're watching the movies. So there you are, guys. That's an update of it today. That's where we are. The hall's still full of all sorts of wood and turn around, let's have a look. Look, building work in progress. My lovely room, just full of rubbish. But there you go. And then there's that room. I'll update you with any further progress. I'll update you when we start to do the windowsill so you can watch how that goes on, if anybody fancies trying that in their own home, if they're renovating. And again, I'll let you know when we're ready for doing the plastering. I'll put a video up of that and then you can see that stage by stage. So, see you later. Bye.